There we go. Just a little more that way. I'm going to scoot my butt that way a little bit. And all right, there we go. It looks like we are set up and ready to go. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic Monday here, or more importantly, a very happy Halloween here as we get going on this new episode of, or new stream, whatever you call it, of Monday Musings here. And yes, the Halloween stream because, well, it's literally Halloween day here. So, alas, I got a little bit of something going on with the camera. There we go. Can't believe I didn't see that shadow earlier. Well, it's fixed now. There we go. All right, checking through already. I see we got a couple of thumbs up already too. Always love seeing that when we first get started. And Christine saying hi. How's it going, Christine? Hope you're having a good one. Happy Halloween, of course. Whew. I apologize if I'm a little hot here. I've been roaming around a little bit, and obviously the fish room is always a bit humid and such, especially when your dehumidifier doesn't work anymore. So, alas. Then Brigham City FC, good evening. And from UK. From the UK, well, hello from Iowa and United States. Thank you for checking in here. Always love seeing everybody around the world. Always saying where they're from. It's kind of cool to see, where people are watching from. Got the UK flags there as well. Love it. I'm trying to get something. I got a second screen on down here now too because I've noticed that in the past few weeks as I've done this StreamYard, it'll show me all of you guys here in the chat, but it doesn't show me any potential members or super chats I get. And well, if I get those, of course, don't want to miss out on those because that's not good. All right. For some reason, I still got a little bit of a shadow. Oh, there we go. Wasn't quite all the way over. Now it's fixed. There we go. Or at least on my end, it looks good now. Very good. Yeah, we don't want any shadows on this camera. We don't want any obstruction of the view. There we go. All righty. But yes, Halloween. A day where I'm sure some of us are, maybe just chilling out, or perhaps you're going to some costume contests, or maybe you're just chilling at home for the evening here. Whatever it is. Hope it's been an awesome day for you here as we hang out here a little bit. I'm probably going to keep this on the shorter end here today just because, main reason being we do have some family here in town here this weekend that is going to be traveling back after tonight. So instead of going to like 6:30 or 6:45, about 15 minutes or so before Steamthought goes live, or, Steamthought's original time slot, probably won't go that long here tonight. But, no, we'll see how the stream goes, and, we'll see how long we hang out here this evening. Going through here, another awesome fish member coming here, or fish fan member, Scuba Stevo Aquatics, saying hello, hello. Hello to you, Stevo. Good to see you here on this Halloween day here. Been a busy Halloween day for me here. Been working more on the 75, of course, where we're starting to work on moving the green spotted puffers over and such. I actually just dropped a link for that as well. Or not dropped the link, but dropped a video rather for that on the channel here about an hour before I went live here. I was really hoping to get it out here before, I was hoping to get it done on Friday, but unfortunately some things happened. I'll tell you guys a little bit about what's going on here in a minute, but long story short, some health issues came into the picture and, had to take care of myself first. And hence I didn't get the video out anywhere near as soon as I wanted, which was kind of frustrating because I was kind of wanting to get 2 videos out, maybe even this past week. But you know what? Maybe we'll shoot for that this week now. Christine, been giving out candy for the neighborhood kids all night. Of course, I ran out. Don't we always? I mean, hey, that's a sign that your house is popular, though, then, right? Must have had good candy this year. There are more and more kids every year. It definitely seems like it's like, especially over these past couple of years, I think it's still because everyone's still so eager and so ambitious to get out of the house here and such. And especially now that the warmer days are limited, it's about mid-lower 60s here in the Omaha Council Bluffs area. But I don't know how many more days like this we're going to get because it's probably going to start it's going to get a lot colder here pretty soon, probably. It's not going to stay this way for much longer. Usually, once we start getting in November, we start getting some pretty cold days, and I'm sure that's right around the corner. As long as we don't get the snow yet. I don't want any of that yet. Let's see. Got a handful here, watch. And can't see the likes really all that well, though. Oh, because that's another thing, unfortunately, StreamYard doesn't show. But whatever it's at, appreciate every single one of y'all for that. But now that we do have our first video out, because I decided that with this green spotted puffer update or upgrade video, we're going to make it in 2 parts because I just felt like, I know some people don't mind it. I don't know. Personally, I think that a half-hour long video is just, I don't know. I just don't feel like that's, I've tried to envision like what you, the viewers, would want to watch. And I personally would say, hey, it can be aquarium co-op or DIY. And depending on the subject, it's hard to sometimes sit down for a whole half hour and, just watch one video. It can be challenging. So, yeah, I try to keep mine around the 10-15 minute range or lower, of course. But that's why we did it in 2 parts. Well, that and because, the second part of this isn't quite ready yet. But I'm going to start working on that tonight. So, recording another video here, and got a lot of videos that I need to get out here yet, too. The Shed Aquarium visit video is almost done here, too. Hoping to get that out by Wednesday or Thursday here of this week. So, very excited to show you not just one of the best aquariums in the United States, but the world, really. Vin saying rain past 2 days and Birmingham in the UK. Or Birmingham. I don't know why I'm struggling with that pronunciation. I apologize, Vin. But yeah, it's that rain. I tell you what, rain really makes me drowsy. I think that's kind of universal, though, with a lot of people, though. But I mean, I love it for like a day or two, but after that second day, it starts messing with me a little bit. It kind of makes me a little drowsy, a little maybe even lazy, so to say. It takes a little effect on you. See, I'm trying to remember. There was something that I was gonna bring up. I appreciate that, Vin. Yeah, I apologize because I always say when I try to pronounce some usernames on YouTube as well that pronunciation is not always my strong suit here. Not my strong suit in life, really, in general. So if I mispronounce anything here, whether it be names or cities that anyone lives in, please excuse me. Oh, yes. Something I've been meaning to show over the past couple weeks. Technically, back when we did our Aquashella recap stream, I was going to show this, and I totally forgot. In fact, I totally forgot to show it over really the last couple of weeks here. One of the awesome moderators has checked in here. We got Matt from Liquid Zoo OnlyFins. How's it going, Matt? Hope you're having an awesome Monday and a very happy Halloween there in Sioux City. Thank you very much for stopping in here. Not a slacker, Matt. I didn't get the stream up until I think 10:30 this morning because I was sitting here for a minute I'm sitting here and I haven't put up a stream yet. People are going to be wondering if I'm even streaming today. But yes, my fault for not getting the stream set up until 10:30 Central Time here this morning. So, I won't call you a slacker. It's more of a matter of, Austin, put it online sooner. We got Ricky De Hoyos coming in here as well saying, aloha, Austin. Aloha to you, Ricky. Well, I'm aboard here. We got Big Shrimpin'. I love that. We be pimping with Big Shrimpin'. I love that. We got New Local Austin also checking in here to stream. Good Hallows Eve to you. They say? Good Hallows Eve to you. Well, actually, Halloween Day here in Council Bluffs now. So, but maybe at the end here, right before we cut off, I don't know. Some people might be into it. Some people are not. I like to dress up every once in a while. Well, mostly because my wife and I still like to go to, little Halloween parties, enjoy the festivities and such. But, stuff like that. Let's see. We got Roxanne in here. Here, what's going on? Oh, I recognize that logo. Foxy's Fizz. That's right. I was sitting here wondering, like, I know that logo. Took me a hot minute. There, but welcome. Good to see you here as always. Another awesome member of Fish Fam. I believe actually Foxy's channel is getting very close to 700 subscribers. I think she is only like 14 or 16 subscribers away from 700. Yep, I was making sure I actually held up 7 fingers because math is hard. But yeah, I think they're, just very, very close. Just 14 or 16 away from 700. She has some awesome shorts on there as well. She also does a really cool live stream every Wednesday, I believe it is, Fox. With Dee Dee and Mary Page, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, if I one of these times I need to print off like the live stream lists from the fishfam.link, which of course, if those of you that don't know, you should always check that out, especially if you're looking to broaden your horizons here within the Fish Fam, because there's a lot of awesome Fish Fam content out there, and fishfam.link is an awesome place to discover some of those channels that can deliver that content. Anyway, Matt, did I get a package from you? Yes, as a matter of fact. I did indeed get the awesome goodness from you, and thank you very much for sending this here. There you go, guys. Speaking of fishfam.net, if that would actually focus, you could actually scan the QR code right there, and hey, you can find me on the fishfam.link. But yes, Matt, I did indeed get it. Awesome lanyard, which I know, I believe you told me it was Annette that helped design that. Love the badge deal as well, and got some stickers as well, which is already on my mini freezer back there. And oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of good stuff. Thank you very much for it, Matt. Greatly appreciated. I need to add this lanyard to my other lanyards that I've kind of gotten a connection or collection on, not connection, collection. But put it up a little closer. Check that out, guys. Just the sleek, beautiful white, and check out that shiny lettering. Shiny blue, fishfam.link. It's very cool. Greatly appreciate that, Liquid Zoo. We got Only Oscars also joining the chat here saying hi, everyone. Hello to you. Hope you're having an awesome Monday and Halloween day here. We also got Atkins Nature Aquarium saying hey, everyone. Hey to you, Atkins. Good to see you here. Foxy didn't realize. Apparently that the email was signed in. Hey, I've forgotten that a couple times too. You ever see just Austin commenting on there? Yeah, that's me. I rarely forget to change my accounts there because, one of them I watch some different stuff. Like I like to watch gaming video channels as well. And I try to keep that on my other channel versus, this one where I try to keep it more fish-centric, based on the recommendations it gives me and such. But, that's the main reason why I have 2 different accounts. That, and I guess I've had the other one longer when I was back in college, too. We got Skinny in here saying greetings. Greetings to you. Hope it's been a fantastic Monday. And speaking of Foxy's stream there earlier, yes, we do the hot mess on Thursday. Hey, okay, so it's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. I was a day off there. Glad you pointed that out, Miss Foxy. And hey, I'm just a person that likes to tell everybody, what else is all out there. Because, hey, there's definitely better streams out there than just me, just one dude talking about fish and such. But absolutely, it's an awesome stream. Love listening to you ladies chat up about fish and what else has I don't always I will say to a lot of people here, because I do watch a lot of live streams, I just don't comment a lot. I'm just more of a person that goes on and listens. And while I either work in the office because of my regular job, I do tend to work towards the later hours. Like sometimes I don't get in work until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, depending what's going on. Sometimes even later than that, honestly. And sometimes I'm working till like 10 or midnight. It's the hours are it's kind of a scatter plot, honestly. But yeah, I wish I could comment more because I like the people to know that, hey, I'm at least here, listening. And you may not see me chat. or comment a whole lot, but I am here, you know. Speaking of awesome moderators a moment or two ago, another one here, we got the Zen Ginger coming in here saying hello. Saying hello, Austin, and hi, chat. Hello to you, Zen. Hope it's been an awesome day and a great Halloween thus far. Not quite over yet. In fact, honestly, for some of you, depending on what time it is, Halloween might just be getting started, perhaps. Some of y'all might also be just chilling out here lately and just, relaxing this Monday evening, because we know Mondays, whether if it's a holiday or not, sometimes can be strenuous, especially if it's a holiday. Maybe some of y'all even took the Monday off since it's Halloween. I know it's not a day where we technically get it off based on, recognition, but, maybe just because. Maybe some of y'all are trying to burn some of that vacation time here before the new year starts. Big Shrimpin'. Zenny is the big winner chicken dinner. Oh, perhaps I'm out of the loop here. How so? I might be, clearly I'm out of the loop on something unless it was on a stream or something. We got Bunny Viper also saying hello and congratulations to Zender as well. But yes, clearly I'm out of the loop on something here. There we go. It is 10:26 in Birmingham, United Kingdom. Okay, well then, I don't imagine too many trick-or-treaters still going out and about then. Okay. So that's what's going on. We got Mark Sturlson also in the chat here saying hello to everyone, as well as to Bunny Viper. Great to see both of y'all here. And Big Shrimpin' here filling me in. She won the CO2 regulator from Stephen P. Man, the one time I missed Stephen P's stream, and he's doing a giveaway. All right, Stephen. I see how it is, man. I see how it is. Well, absolutely then. Congratulations. And that is awesome. And that's right. He did recently hit 2,000. How's it not too long ago? So a 2,000K subs giveaway. You know what? I might have to do one of those. I haven't done a giveaway in a while. I don't think I've done a giveaway of any sort since I hit 400 subs, 500 subs, something like that. I mean, we're 1,500 right now. Well, I've said it a couple times. I'll say it again. I'm trying to hit 2,000 myself before my birthday. Granted, that's way in April, so a lot of time here. But I guess I'll say this. If we do manage to hit 2,000 subs before April, or more specifically, April 19th, then I will be more than happy to do another giveaway stream here, because I think it's been a hot minute. And, I just recently got a new t-shirt design here, because unfortunately the other place where I had my initial or original t-shirt design is kind of gone down the rabbit hole here, so to say, sadly. So, alas, working on, I finally got a new t-shirt design here. I'll show it on here soon, but I think I'm going to maybe plug it on Amazon or something. That way, if any of you want it, while I still try to work on the online store situation, y'all can get into the fun as well if you want. Big Shrimpin'. Wow. The whole CO2 setup. A bottle to the diffuser itself. Zen is going to be Zen's going to be putting on the Ritz on her aquariums over there then. Woo, excuse me. Going to do at Christmas Day. Oh, yes. The Fish Fam Christmas. I believe the deadline, if it hasn't already come, it's getting close, which I did sign up for. I was on the fence, but yep, I did sign up for it, so I will be partaking in that. Of course, I am not allowed to say when, of course, because, well, that's a rule. You can't do that. Peplin Creek Aquatics is here saying hello. Hello to you, Peplin. Good to see you here. Another awesome member of the Fish Fam here. All sorts of awesome people here. Speaking of another awesome member here, we got Vibes Aquatics here. With the heart saying hi to Peplin and also me there earlier. Appreciate you, Vibes, coming on through here. We also got Crown Tail coming in here saying hello. Hello to you, Crown Tail, as well. Whew. I'm sorry, guys. I suddenly got a tickle in my nose, and I can't shake it. Whew. Excuse me a minute. I will be right back. In the meantime, enjoy the 240. I don't know why I almost said 220. Be right back. This is a good time where I wish I could play some Jeopardy music or something, right? All right, coming back. Down the stairs. Coming back. Oh, okay. Whew, sorry about that. Ricky. No puking. No puking. Just a little tickle on the nose here for some reason that I couldn't quite shake. Didn't want to, rid of that here on camera because, well, that'd be disgusting. We got the Nano Aquarium guy also checking in while I was away. Hello, all listening while driving. Safe travels to you, Nana. Oh, hope the drive is going smoothly. We also got X Genetics Legacy Radio checking in here. Good to see you, Melvin, as always. Appreciate y'all checking in here. 26 of you awesome people here saying hello as we're only 20 minutes in here, too. Awesome seeing all that. See what I missed here while I was away. Appreciate you, Mark. Yeah, just a little tickle in the nose. Don't know why. But, oh, yes. I almost forgot to show this again. So, initially, I was going to show this in my, not Aquaticon, Aquashella recap stream, which has been now a few weeks ago, honestly. And I keep forgetting to show this. But this is one other thing I also got at Aquashella. And honestly, it's probably one of my favorite things. And I mean, the label up there kind of explains it. It's the freshwater puffers of South America and Africa. I thought it was kind of cool, too, since at least at one point or another, well, actually, currently I keep 4 of these puffers on here. And, of course, I used to have pea puffers once upon a time. Working on getting those back here at some point. But now I absolutely love this little poster here. The only puffer I've never kept that's on this poster is right here, the golden puffer. I think some people even call it an avocado puffer or something like that. But yeah, it's something like that. But the golden puffer is apparently the main name, and it's quite fitting, honestly, because they have like a close to a metallic, sleek look, and it's really, really pretty. Definitely on my bucket list someday. But how soon when I get those, I don't know. I mean, honestly, after what happened all to the Cross River, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm kind of pumping the brakes on the puffers right now, just because. I mean, don't get me wrong. Someday I'm definitely gonna get more puffers, but I'm also like, I still have 8 species down here, too. I mean, we still got 2 of the red eyes. We got 2 Amazons. We got the Mabu, Finley, our Fahaka. We got Roger, our Powabai puffer. We got Chief, our arrowhead puffer, and of course the figure 8 and the green spotteds, which we're working on a project for the green spotted puffers right now with moving them into their new 75, which I just posted a new video about that here earlier today. The first part of it anyway. I'm gonna release a second part here sometime. I'm not sure if it's gonna be this week, because honestly, this week I'm probably gonna focus more on trying to get the Shed Aquarium visit completed, which is getting pretty close. I've kind of had a little bit of a health issue earlier this week. I'll touch on that in a minute here, but yeah, kind of the main reason why I didn't get that done, or even this part 1 video done until today, because I initially wanted to get it done by Wednesday or Thursday or Friday at the latest, and obviously, well, that didn't happen. I don't want to say too much here because I don't want anyone to get too nervous about it, because I mean, clearly I'm fine now. But something I also do, I donate plasma a lot. And just because, I don't know, I've done it for like 8-9 years now. It's always just been, a little wet time to get away from everything, the job, or even, if something's stressing me out down here. Not very often, but every once in a while something does. It's a chance for me to get away from just everything for an hour or two. And, they stick a needle in my arm to take my donation. I get paid for the time, like anywhere between $40 to $65 per one donation, and I'm on my way in an hour and a half, 2 hours later. I mean, I don't know. I just have always viewed it, even now, it's very easy money. But, well, for the first time, and this is the only time this has ever happened, there was a little bit of an incident after I donated. I don't know exactly how it all transpired, but they always wrap up your arm and such after you donate and such to try to, help the platelets, block the hole where, the needle was. Well, unfortunately, the platelets did not do their job quick enough. And before too long, I had lost a lot of, without going into too much detail, it turned into quite the ordeal. I lost, I don't know the exact measurement, but enough to where about passed out, because, well, whenever you're looking at your own, there, it's not a good deal. And they called paramedics even, I guess, because I don't remember the whole thing. It was a little fuzzy, but yeah, that's kind of what went down. Like I say, don't want to go on it too much because clearly it's not overly big deal. I'm fine. It's because, well, hey, here I am. But yeah, it was still a little freaky. And because of that, after visiting the doctor after the whole ordeal, they didn't want me running around much. Heck, they didn't even want me driving or working for 2 days after it happened. And yeah, long story short, it was something that, it's the first time I ever lived it, and I hope it's the one and only time I ever deal with it, because it was not fun. But for about 2-3 days, they told me just to do nothing but hydrate and relax. And after doing that, obviously, I don't know why I didn't still edit the video, because if I wasn't supposed to be up and moving, but yeah, clearly though, everything's okay now. I'm moving. Yeah, it was, I'm glad it's over too now. I mean, I'm pretty much fully over it now. I mean, just been drinking, I had a water here somewhere. Where did the water go? There it is. But yeah, much better now. Just been drinking a lot of this, and occasionally some Gatorades and such to get the electrolytes and vitamins in as well. But long story short, could have been way worse. So all is good now. Fine quality H2O. Speaking of Annette, about a few minutes ago, Mystery Snail Guardian is here, snailing it as usual. Welcome, Mystery Snail Guardians. Always great to see you. All sorts of awesome folks here. But someday. But yeah, that's the biggest reason also why I didn't get the Shed Aquarium visit done. Just because, that whole thing happened. And I was basically focusing on, trying to recuperate from the giant blood loss and such. Because I had never lost that much before. So the doctor strictly said, no strenuous activity. You lay your butt down, sir. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of liked our doctor. He was very, I don't know. When it comes to my personal health, I would prefer a person that's very blunt with me. Like basically saying, all right, here's where we're at. That way, I don't want him to sugarcoat anything. Like, hey, if I got, something serious, then tell me, hey, you got something, dude. Here's what it is. Here's what we can do. I don't want someone to be like, well, we think it might be. No, tell me, like, if I have it, then tell me, And that's one thing I will say about the doctor I really liked. He was very straightforward and saying like, all right, you definitely lost quite a bit. So I don't want you going to work for a couple of days. I want you to basically not do jack squat. I want you to relax and hydrate. And no, hey, he was very straightforward, and I appreciate that. John McKenzie joining the chat here. Glad you're okay, Austin, says John. Appreciate it, John. Yeah, it's I'm glad it's fully recovered this quickly too, because I don't know. That's the other thing. I really, really hate just sitting on my backside and doing nothing. I mean, my wife even was saying like, hey, don't view, just sitting down and recovering, as wasted time, because, and she definitely has a point, as did the doctor, who basically said the same thing. Like, hey, you can't view just sitting and recuperating, as wasted time. You got to take care of yourself too. But I don't know. After a day of just doing hardly anything, I'm sitting here and my mind starts racing about all the things like, okay, I could be doing this, I could be doing that. Like this aquarium could use a water change and such. Like, oh my goodness, I'm still behind on some of those too. But I'll figure it out. It'll get caught up. A boneless bunny roast? Where did we get talking about this? All sorts of awesome folks here. Making sure I don't forget anybody here, because I know I sometimes do forget people. Here we go. I did miss somebody. Aqua Garden Zen saying hello. Welcome aboard, Aqua Garden. Good to see you here. Hope you're having an awesome Monday and awesome Halloween here. Depending on where it is, I know sometimes some people are already past that point already. Lots of awesome folks here. I don't know if I even chat earlier when I went up earlier. Let's see. Did I miss anything back then? Oh, don't believe I put that on there. Zen with a very good point here. We have 55 days left until Fishmas. So, yes. Not fully sure about, when the deadline is. I know Rico said it earlier. It might have already been, well, I guess we're not quite in November. I think it's like the first or second week of November. Correct me if I'm wrong. Matt, Zen, if I'm wrong about that, feel free to correct me in the chat. But I think there's still some time to anybody that wants to sign up. But I don't think there's a whole lot. But I might be wrong, though, too. They might have already been passed. But, yeah, I'll be in that again. And, of course, not allowed to tell because, well, that's breaking the rules. Atkins, how's that 500s sitting? Any progress? Other than basically moving it to where it's going to be all set up, not a whole lot from then since, because I've been, right now my main project has been working on the 75 where I'm going to move the green spotted puffers into. I do hope to get that 500 on a stand and leak tested before the holiday season rolls around here, because by the holiday season or before the end of 2022, I do want to move my Mabu puffer into that 500 over there. So hopefully, if all goes accordingly, we can get that here set up here soon. But the main thing is, just getting a stand in the house here, because unfortunately with the old house, it's hard to fit things that are 8 feet long and 3 feet front to back to fit through my tiny doors that were built in the late Victorian age. But we'll figure it out here some way or another, even if I got to build a stand right down here, right under the aquarium itself. We'll figure something out. Making sure. Going down through the chat. Going through the chat. Yes. At 3:43 p.m. in Eastern Washington. Oh, the Pacific Northwest. That's the only coast here in America where I have not been yet. I've been to Boston one time. I've been down to as far south as Orlando and such. So I've seen the something buzzing in front of my face. There are falling in front of my face. Not sure what the heck that was, but Pacific Northwest. I actually have a cousin that lives in Seattle. I need to get over there at some point, because the Pacific Northwest, I'm sure, is as rainy as I hear it is, it'd be really cool. That, I mean, hey, Aquarium Co-op is over there, so that's another reason to visit, right? Hope all is over there doing well over there in Washington. Or I guess, I presume when you say Washington, you mean Washington State and not D.C., of course. Going through the chat. Only Oscars, yeah. It was very freaky. I'd be on my high porch tripping. Yeah, I mean, I was a bit bewildered and confused by the whole thing as well. It was not enjoyable, but yeah, I think the workers, they did a very good job and such of, making sure that, it didn't get any worse than what it did. The workers at the Plasma Center did an awesome job. Liquid Zoo coming up with the deadline for Fishmas is at the end of November. All right, so to those of you that haven't signed up, you do have a little bit of time yet, but sooner is preferred, of course, which, of course, the sooner we get everything in, the better. And then, the sooner we can start coordinating with everybody and, setting up times to, begin the festivities. So absolutely. Thank you for dropping that too there, Matt. Aqua Garden, the Pacific Northwest. Yes, I've heard is very beautiful. I need to, if I keep saying one of these times, I need to find a way to get over there. I mean, obviously it's, the Pacific Northwest versus, Iowa is obviously quite the commute, but I'm sure one of these days I'll definitely get over there because I know they also got, I mean, I've seen the Atlantic Ocean, but I have not seen the Pacific Ocean yet. So need to get over there and see the biggest ocean in the world, I believe it is. Yeah, because it covers, I want to say it almost covers half the world in terms of surface area. Something like that anyway. And I was right. Okay, Washington State. Yep. I figured that's what you were talking about, but because I thought after a while, yeah, the time zones match up there. DC would be, well, they'd be ahead of us right now. We're 12 to 6 here in Iowa, which of course is Central Time. And then I believe DC is in Eastern Time Zone, or are they in another one there yet? Something like that. Either way, I know they're at least an hour ahead of us. So while it's about 10 to 6 here, it's about 10 to 7 over there, I believe. All sorts of awesome people in here. Making sure I don't forget anything in the chat. Doesn't look like so. Awesome. Whew. But yes, one of these times, guys, to those of you that don't know, we do have a new video out and released. I need to close that out here because, well, nobody wants to see my own face there talking. But yeah, I do pull up a new thing on here too. So that way, if people do super chats or anything like that, I can see it because for some reason it doesn't show me this on StreamYard. So that way, if someone drops a super chat or something, I can see it right here. But yes, we do have a new video back on the brackish aquariums because I know a lot of you have asked me a bit about that here lately. But yeah, it's if those of you that are wondering about how to set up a brackish aquarium, at least from that video, it's an idea of at least how I set mine up now, or now my second one up, because of course we got the 54-gallon corner over there housing our figure 8 puffers and night goby. We also, soon now going to have green spotted puffers and a 75. So we'll have 2 brackish aquariums down here. And soon we'll have our first full fresh, or not first full fresh. We've had freshwater aquariums down here for a while. Jeez. But our first full saltwater aquarium, rather, marine water, down here, sir. Down here very soon. Going through here. Victoria Lee saying hello from Chicago. Welcome, Victoria. Hello from Council Bluffs, Iowa. Recently was in Chicago, actually, for Aquashella. Lots of great things to see in the city. The only thing that I only complain about Chicago is the downtown parking, but I feel like that's every city in America. Only Oscars, absolutely. The USA is beautiful. In fact, our planet is beautiful. I agree. I watch a lot of nature videos, Puff. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, depending on I mean, like sometimes I like to watch some of that stuff too. Like if they're talking about like the saltwater stuff and all that, then it's kind of interesting because I mean, well, the oceans. I mean, I talked about it last week. I mean, the oceans by themselves are super cool because you have no idea about, I mean, there's species of fish in there that I'm sure that we have no clue about. So I mean, yeah, just that by itself is awesome to sit and learn about. Ricky asks, how do I keep my figure eights? Well, first of all, I do have them in brackish water. The specific gravity, I think right now is 1.011 or something like that. I'd have to get the hydrometer on it to be sure because it's been a couple of weeks since I've had to do their water. I overfilter a lot of my tanks, or I go above and beyond on the filtration here. That way, I can just sit back and enjoy them and, not have to work on them as much versus, just touching up the substrate and such. But yeah, I keep them in brackish conditions as well. I keep their temperatures, up in the higher 70s, lower 80s, tropical water temperatures, the typical range, Otherwise, give them a wide, varied diet. I love giving them bloodworms. Sometimes they even like frozen krill. They're big enough to where, yeah, they can start taking that down in bits as long as I don't give them too much. Of course, like other puffers, they love snails. They love taking down some ghost shrimp occasionally, although they've seemed to lose a little bit of interest in the hunting aspect. I think they've gotten a little lazy, actually. But every once in a while, they'll still take them down. They'll still, watch, take down the snails. They'll still take down snails, no problem. And, yeah, ever since I moved them from their freshwater tank to the brackish water aquarium, their color, too, is just really popped. Christine, am I planning on getting more Amazon puffers? They do like to be in groups. Correct you are, Christine. They do like to be in groups. Usually, honestly, the ideal number is actually 5 to 6 of them. I always say that even numbers are better personally. But yes, I do here in the near future plan on getting more Amazon puffers. And in doing so, I'm keeping my eye open for honestly another 55-gallon tank. So that way, even when I do it, I can get them out of the 38 and move them up to a 55. So not only do those two that we have right now, get an upgrade and such, we can go ahead and, get them a bigger and better home here and give them an extra foot of swim space. And that way also, those Amazon puffers have been in that 38 for a while here. So that way, if we do this too, it can also reset the hierarchy. And, those two hopefully then are, probably won't. If you move them into a new tank, it totally resets the hierarchy really in general typically. But kind of the main reason there too. Once I, locate or, am in position to get some more puffers, then yeah, going to move them into a 55. And oh yeah, somewhere down the future, definitely going to get some more Amazon puffers. Beta Aquatics saying hello. Hello to you, Beta. Good to see you here on this awesome Halloween Monday. At some point, honestly, too, I have thought about, what was it? There was a certain puffer. I have thought about, obviously with, the power outage that took out the crossover, it took out 2 of my red eye puffers. I have sat here and thought about, maybe getting some more red eye puffers as well. And, maybe putting them in the 38 instead. Once we did that, that way they'd get an upgrade as well. But yeah, at the same time, the cool thing is, though, both of them, there's only 2 left of each. But the cool thing is neither one of them are showing any signs of aggression towards each other. We'll have to make sure that we keep an eye open to make sure it stays that way because things can change. Puffers sometimes just like that can decide, you know what, I'm tired of this other fish, game on. And we don't want that, of course. But yeah, the Amazon puffers, fortunately, have been getting along well, as has the duo of red eyes. Definitely going to make sure that we keep an eye open to make sure it stays that way. But either way, yeah, honestly, both of those puffer species, I do plan on trying to get more here right at the same time as we do an upgrade here as well. Because, yeah, I definitely think that's going to improve their overall quality of life if we do that as well. Because red eyes, Amazons, figure eights, green spotteds, they all love to live in shoals, not just solo like some other puffers. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because, hey, Chief, my arrowhead, Roger, my Powell-By, Finley, Mac. I mean, technically, if you have a big enough aquarium, Mabu puffers supposedly can live in groups, but I mean, at the same time, it's like, boy, that's just a huge fish. I just would not want to mess around with that because I don't want to, take up, 80% of my basement just for one tank. Although that would look really, really cool. Hell, you could probably go in and swim with them too if you wanted to. I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't want to get bitten, but it would be pretty cool though. Got the goldfish looking up over here. They're like, what's he doing up here? The goldfish just chill right down here in this little pond down here. This is about this is just like a little water horse trough thing. This and yeah, the bottom's a little bit messy. I used to have some live plants in here, and that's honestly kind of parts and pieces of what's left of them. They show no mercy on those plants. Hence why they have fake ones in here. There's another comet in here somewhere too. There's 3 comets, and then we got the lionhead over right there. Must be in like that log or maybe that log over there. But yeah, they're in there. He's in there somewhere, as well as 2 dojo loaches. It's a cool little tank there. Simple, but you know what? Sometimes the simple ones are the coolest. Right as I put the camera down, then out comes one of the dojo loaches. Those dojo loaches. I love those things. Those are funny little critters. See, we are ready about 2 minutes to 6 here. We'll go a little bit longer here. Like I said, I'm going to not go quite as long as I have the past couple of weeks here because I do have family in town here. So we'll go about at least another 10 minutes here, I'd say, or something like that. See, depending on how things go here. Maybe here's a question for all of you guys. I mean, as I said, I'm thinking for at least a while. I'm probably going to take a break on getting any puffers for a while because I feel like I need to really focus on, my projects at hand, like, upgrading the green spot puffers and, of course, upgrading Mac to his 500-gallon aquarium, which is going to be a huge project. And then, of course, I'm thinking I want to build another plywood tank for, I didn't build the original plywood tank. A friend built that, so I shouldn't say another tank. That makes it sound like I'm taking credit. But I want to build a plywood tank for Finley, honestly. I would love to I really want to get Finley in a bigger tank. The only deal now putting that 500 over there is, well, initially my plan always was to get her like a 180 or something over there. And, well, now that we got the one, the 510 over there, well, we can't really do that anymore because that back wall does not have the space for another 6-foot-long tank back there right next to an 8-foot-long tank. So I've been thinking maybe as things come more and more to shape and things get more finalized in terms of the plans and such, perhaps I'll talk a little more on it. But I want to build her a bigger plywood tank, and I think overall water capacity, it'd be a little over 300 gallons if I did with the model that I'm thinking of right now. It'd be kind of something similar. If you ever watched, let's be honest, we all know who the king of DIY is. He built like a tank similar to what I'm thinking like for his Oscars, like in his basement or something. I'm thinking something maybe around that ballpark would be really cool for Finley. It wouldn't give her much more side-to-side space, but the overall area of swim space that she would have would almost double. In fact, it would probably a little more than double. It might even get close to triple, honestly. But thinking it's time that I definitely want to give my Fahaka an upgrade here soon, too, because, I mean, she's a 14-inch beauty, might even be bigger than that. It's been a hot minute since I measured her, so I might have to, again, so I can give a more adaptive estimation on that. But want to build her a new tank here at some point down the future because I think she doesn't need it, but I think it would give her a better life if I did. And I think me as a fish keeper, that's our job, Don't give your fish a tank where they're just going to survive. Give your fish a tank where they will thrive. That's how you get the best out of these things. Kelly Foreman coming in late. I almost said latte. Oh my goodness. That'd have been embarrassing. Coming in late, but coming in hot. Hey, fashionably late. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm dropping a whole bunch of fire here on the stream. Appreciate that, Kelly. Very, very much here. Appreciate y'all just coming in here and seeing what we're doing here on this Halloween afternoon, Halloween evening. Checking through. Yeah, I guess I don't know. While I'm on the, or still somewhat in the topic there, I mean, kind of looking at how that 510 plywood aquarium was built. I mean, you can kind of get the idea of how it was built. So I'm gonna be honest, kind of looking at that, I'm like, it would be kind of cool. And the cool thing about plywood aquariums, I mean, let me put it this way. I mean, you hear about acrylic aquariums breaking down. You hear about glass aquariums, occasionally leaking or something. When's the last time, though, you've heard about someone that's been keeping a plywood aquarium that, has a leak? I mean, if you build these things properly, that's the key thing. You got to make sure that, there is some steps here that you really got to follow closely. But if you follow them precisely and closely, then absolutely, they can almost be, I mean, here's the thing. You bump a tank with something hard at one point, and you could damage the glass. I mean, I can tell you now, some plywood tanks that you see out there, like, honestly, you could, try to Hulk smash on the 510 all day if you wanted. That thing, if it was alive, would just giggle at you. I mean, it is a tank of a tank. That thing is so structurally sound. I mean, it's a heavy beastie too. I mean, for 500 gallons, it better be structurally sound, otherwise you're gonna have water all over the floor eventually. And of course, none of us want that. But I mean, it's kind of the thing that I've looked at too. Looking at that and the fact there's a lot of people that, I mean, one channel that I really watch a lot that does some awesome plywood tanks is Aquarium Domain. I mean, to those of you that maybe haven't heard of him, I mean, he's got a 3,000 gallon plywood tank. It is enormous. It is beautiful. It is awesome. I mean, he used to have cichlids in there. I'm not sure. I think he's rescaping it and restocking it here soon. So I don't think he has anything in it right now. But, I mean, he's got a whole video about how he built that thing. And I got to tell you, that thing is amazing. Oh my God. I mean, can you imagine a 3,000 gallon plywood tank? That thing is, I mean, he's got another one that's like 1,200 gallons that he built out of plywood as well. I think that's his Predator Bay with like sharks and such in it. I mean, the plywood tanks this guy has built are incredible. So that'd be another thing. If you're interested on learning about, the how-tos about building a plywood tank, I mean, Aquarium Domain, his channel, just how he built just a 3,000 by itself. Forget the other one. And well, shouldn't say forget the other ones because the other ones are definitely worth a look too. But the 3,000 gallon plywood tank, I mean, that is just, it's wow. I find myself going back to watch that video a lot. Granted, his videos are longer. Like sometimes they're a half hour or greater. But honestly, he's a man that with what he has in his fish room, he pulls it off. But I mean, especially when you have tanks of that magnitude, it's awesome. Or as Vibes Aquatics sums it up very well. Yes, he's awesome. He really is. I was really hoping he was going to go to Aquashella in Chicago because I really wanted to kind of ask him about, like, hey, when you build these plywood tanks, I mean, he kind of tells you even all the materials he uses, as do some other guys here. I mean, Joey does that too. But yeah, something like that. A lot of people tell you when they build these plywood tanks of what they're using and such. So really, if you pay attention to the videos, you can probably figure out a lot by itself there. But I mean, that's the next thing. All you really need is some power tools, like, maybe a table saw and, a jigsaw, maybe if you're getting a little creative here. I mean, if you want to finish the edges, I mean, the necessities here would probably be just a jigsaw, a table saw, miter saw, and then just a simple drill and such, and just something to do the silicone when you put on the glass and such. That, and of course, I mean, pond armor and all that. I mean, that's just the tool wise. It's plywood tanks are, to what I'm seeing, they're not all that hard to build. They're just super time consuming. And depending on what you all want to do, they can be a little expensive, but nothing like, I mean, think about the 3,000 gallon aquarium. How much would that cost you in glass? Heck, good luck. Forget the cost of the glass. Good luck picking that thing up. I mean, plywood tanks, yeah, they're still heavy, but not anywhere as bad as, like what a full glass or full acrylic aquarium could be, you know? Mountaintop Puffer Keeper here saying hello all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, Mountaintop Puffer. Hope all the puffer breeding projects are going well there. I know you're working on some with, I believe, the red eye puffers or I think it was the abai puffers, actually, rather. You were working on something. I think you're about to work on something with the red eyes. But either way, got some awesome stuff going on there as well with the puffer breeding. I need to get into that at some point here, too. We're talking about taco trucks here now. How do I sign up for this trip? I feel like we were talking about Texas taco trucks here just yesterday, too, along with the whole grilled cheese thing, which, let it be known, after we got done with the stream, me and my wife went and got some grilled cheeses at Panera Bread, and I dipped it in some tomato basil soup. Whew! It was a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It was a fine evening indeed. I was a happy man. Let's see here. It is 7 after 6 here. How's my computer battery? For some reason, that's not showing. Oh, we're perfectly good. We got 50% yet. We're good here. All right. Now, here's the next thing. Since it is Halloween, who here likes costumes? I know I've seen some people going all trick-or-treating here and such. Yes, awesome. But yeah, taco trucks in Texas. Hey, I'm right there with you. There were some taco trucks that came by in Canyon, Texas while I was a student at West Texas there in Canyon. And yeah, those taco trucks, especially the steak taco trucks. I love it. Zen, I do, but on other people. Well, I'll leave it up to you guys here in the chat, but I actually have, most of my costume actually down here in the basement if you guys want to see it. If not, though, I mean, we can definitely finish up the final 10 minutes or so here just talking about fish. I do need to, we'll cut it here. We don't want to go too long here because I'm not going to go a full 10 to 7 like we have in the past couple of weeks here because do have some family in town and want to make sure to spend some time with them. All right, Christine wants to see it. I don't know. Well, out of 25 people, we have only one person seen it. I don't know. That's quite the minority, I got to be honest. Ooh, Vibes Aquatic. Yes, Candy. Hey, I'm almost 30 here yet. And I mean, hey, I'm not going to lie. I'm sitting here like, I have no shame in it. I still go out for candy. Well, I get all the candy on November 1st, when all those stores are trying to put those, put all the Halloween candy on clearance and such. That's when I go and get my candy. Go get a full bag of Reese's or Three Musketeers, Snickers and all that for $3-4 a bag and all that. I'm down. Sign me up. I'm good through the whole holiday season. Well, until Snickerdoodles are made, because I love Snickerdoodle cookies. Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics coming in here saying hello. On lunch break, eating right now, so listening for now. Hey, appreciate it, Misfit. Hope you're having an awesome day. And hope you're having a great lunch there as well. Christine wants to see it. Vibes wants to see it. That's still only 2 out of the 25 people here. I suppose, though, 2 is enough here. I guess I haven't seen anybody here saying that they don't want to see it. So, all right. Please stand by. And in the meantime, enjoy the 240. I'm going to kill the light so we don't have the glare on that. Be right back. All right. Ooh, man. Well, I might get it on. I'm having a little trouble. There we go. You'll understand here in a minute why I say it's hot enough down here as is, but to put this costume on, it gets a little warmer. All right. Do. All right, we're going to flip this baby around here. Don't actually, let me just move the chair. That'd be easier. What am I doing? Let's not do this. Let's not make this harder than it needs to be, you know? Get this chair out of the way here. All right. Back this up. I wish I could zoom out a camera here. But not zoom out the desk that's holding my camera, though. Ah! There we go. The hat probably is going to ruin the costume, so I'm going to ditch that here for a second. All right, guys. See if anybody can guess who this is. Vibes of Clouds. Quit with the suspense. Everyone wants to see your costume, bro. Everyone else is waiting. Hey, gotta let them marinate in it a little bit, right? Those of you that don't know this, though, perhaps you might already, well, some of you might, if you watch Spider-Man at all, I'm sure a lot of you would know already. Mountaintop Puffer, thank you. Thank you very much. Nano Aquarium guy, Dr. Ock, you got it, yes. Dr. Otto Octavius, otherwise known as Dr. Octopus. We got Paul McCarthy also here in the chat here saying hello. Oh, and yes, Paul, happy Halloween indeed, everyone. Happy Halloween indeed. Christine now sees it. I know, yeah, it's not all good looking at my ceiling here. Oh, and of course, right as this happens, I'm getting a spam call. Go away, people. Go away, spammer. Go away. Appreciate vibes, but yeah. I'll tell you what, though. In a humid fish room, this trench coat gets hot fast. But yes. Those of you wondering, the arms are just made out of dryer vents here. The claws are just like the duct pipe or ventilation, whatever. Like the bracing you would put on a ceiling or something, just covered in duct tape, basically. Black duct tape at that. And underneath, I got just reflectors and just lights underneath that I push the reflector on and off. Just like that. Pretty simple for the most part. The lights sometimes stick, though, which is a little annoying. Oh, yeah, it's cozy, all right, vibes. Gets warm quick. All right. Excuse me quick. I'm going to take this off because I'm not trying to roast alive. And this trench coat and a humid fish room will do exactly that. All right, there we go. Woo, man. That thing is toasty. Toasty like Quiznos. Now, where'd I set my hat? Right there. There it is. Woo! Look at that. Boy, come back to that and then see the camera all the way down there. That's something. Yes, Christine, happy Halloween to you as well. I mean, hey, I know some people also don't like, I know some people are over the whole cosplay or costume thing. I don't know. I like it. I mean, I don't do it all the time there because, I mean, yeah, well, like I said, one, that trench coat, especially when you put all the metal arms on there. It's a little heavy, and I mean, it gets warm fast. So that's the only complaint I have about that thing. I wish I would have made it a little bit lighter so, it doesn't put so much of a workout on my back. But, I mean, it's not terrible. I can still move around just fine in it. Tight spaces are not exactly my friend with that thing, but it's not too bad. Here we go. Vibes Aquatics. Are y'all hungry for hot tomato soup and a grilled cheese? Always, Vibes. Always. Absolutely. Thank you, Paul. I mean, I've been running around in that costume now for, I think I've had it now for, I've had it while I was a student down in Texas yet. Oh. It's been about 5-6 years, something like that. Might be off on there a little bit, but it's something like that. All sorts of awesome folks. And there's still 22 people here as we're over an hour into the stream here. Few more minutes here. If anybody has any questions or anything, or what are y'all doing here this Halloween? Y'all just chilling, just handing out candy to trick-or-treaters? What y'all doing this evening here as we wrap this up here? Only Oscars. Hey, there we go. I'm in my Star Trek uniform. Awesome. Spock or Captain Kirk or something? Or gone! Oh, I need to turn my light back on. There we go. I only wish it didn't have that little glare right here in the aquarium. That's my only complaint about this light. What time should I expect y'all to show up? Hey, just let me know when you start cooking. The moment you start cooking, I'm there. TOS Kirk. Oh, okay. Cool. Pepin Creek waiting on the football game. Yes. Trying to remember who plays tonight. I don't know. I will say, out of my Packer fandom briefly, I did watch Sunday night. Got to say that went a lot better than I thought it was. I mean, definitely didn't expect a victory based on how the Packers were playing, but hey, at least we didn't get beat by like 30. It was only a 10-point loss, so I feel like we have a prayer now this season to get better, but we'll see. That's right, Peplin. Thank you. It's the Battle of Ohio, the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. That's right. Give me the Bengals in that game. Browns are too inconsistent for my liking, despite the fact that they have probably the best running back duo in the NFL. Or at least that's my opinion. Then again, I thought Green Bay was right up there with them too, with A.J. Dillon and Jones. But the thing about having good running backs, you kind of need to give them the ball, Big Shrimpin'. I'm kind of lurking, reorganizing my entire basement so I can finally build my fish room. Congratulations on the recent fish room addition to the house. Awesome. That's going to be fun. I mean, hey, I remember when I first was told that this whole place was going to be my fish room. Oh, the imagination ran wild. I'm sure it's the same thing for you. Have fun, man. Welcome to the future indeed. Let's see. All right. It is 6:20 here. Gone for an hour 8 here. Let's see. Yes. Oh, clocks went back on Sunday for us. I'm late. That's right. Just fashionably late, Paul. That's all. Just fashionably late. Ain't no such thing as late here. There's just on time and fashionably late. Nothing wrong with either one. Of course, Zen saying hello to the various awesome people here in the chat here. Big Jim, I'm to the point that I have tanks in my kitchen. Time to get right. Hey, there you go. That was always the rule with my wife, that, I can put however many tanks down here that I want with whatever fish. I mean, they can be saltwater, freshwater, brackish. She doesn't care what I bring down here. Her only rule is that, none of the aquariums go upstairs. They all stay here in the basement. The fish must all stay in the dungeon. All right. Well, guys, we're about 20 after her 6. The wife should be home here any minute. And like I say, with family here in town, Fish fam, awesome folks alike. I'm going to go ahead and jump and call this a stream here. But thank you all so much here for chilling out here on this Halloween Monday and hanging out here. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Hopefully, if all things go according to schedule, I'm going to focus on just getting the shed aquarium visit done here this week. And then maybe we get part 2 of the brackish aquarium video here released here this week. If not, early next week, something like that. But alas, I promise, I'm going to get that shed aquarium visit here done because it's been a few weeks now. So yeah, I need to get that out to you guys here because it's an awesome place. And I hope a lot of you like it there too, because I really enjoyed the place and hopefully y'all will too. So as we close out here, Oscars, I have shrimp tanks and a 360 gallon in my kitchen. Reason to cook indeed. But appreciate everybody, especially for great stream here. Appreciate y'all being here. Y'all are what make this stream awesome and fun to do every single week here. Appreciate y'all being here and for all the continued support here. Again, if you haven't already, I released a new video here just today, about an hour and a half before this video. Kind of part 1 to setting up our second brackish water aquarium. If you want to, feel free to go check that out there as we head out here. Otherwise, I believe Steamfod Aquatics goes live at 7 here, so about a half hour away from that. So otherwise, happy Halloween, everybody. Have a great week, and I'll see y'all later. As always, guys, stay fantastic.